All right, in today's video, I want to talk to you about the 7 health mistakes that age you faster after 60. And most people don't know number 3. So let me start with something reassuring. Aging well isn't just luck, and it isn't purely genetics either. In fact, in many cases, it comes down to habits. Some good and some not so good. And here's the surprising part. Many of the things that can accelerate aging aren't dramatic at all. They're quiet, ordinary, easy to overlook. So today we're walking through 7 health mistakes that may be aging you faster. And more importantly, how small changes can help you stay strong, capable, and independent for years to come. And stick with me, because the third mistake is one that many people mistakenly accept as just part of getting older. Well, it isn't. Now, before we begin, a quick reminder. This isn't about perfection. None of us get everything right. But awareness, that's where real change begins. And if you recognize yourself in one of these, good, because that means you're already ahead of most people. Well, let's get into it. Mistake 1, moving less because you feel stiff. Well, it sounds logical, doesn't it? Something aches, so you move less. But here's the twist. Very often, we don't get stiff because we age. We age because we stop moving. Movement is lubrication for the body. Joints, muscles, balance, even brain function, they all benefit. You don't need heroic workouts, just walking, gentle strength work, stretching. Consistency beats intensity every time. So think of movement as medicine for independence. Mistake 2, not eating enough protein. And this one surprises people, because as we age, the body becomes less efficient at maintaining muscle, which means protein becomes more important, not less. Muscle isn't about appearance. It's your metabolic engine. It protects your bones, supports balance, helps prevent falls. A simple mental shift helps here. Don't just ask, what should I avoid? Start asking, what should I include? And protein with each meal is a powerful place to start. Now let me ask you something. Have you noticed that staying healthy after 60 isn't usually about big dramatic changes, but small things done consistently? Keep that thought in mind, because this next mistake is one that people quietly surrender to. Mistake 3, treating poor sleep as normal aging. How often do you hear this? Well, I guess I just don't sleep like I used to. So it gets accepted, minimized, dismissed. But sleep is when the body repairs, when the brain clears waste, when memory consolidates. Poor sleep doesn't just make you tired, it accelerates cognitive and physical decline. Now, sleep patterns do change with age, but struggling every night is not something you simply have to tolerate. Start with the basics. Consistent sleep times, morning sunlight, less screen exposure late at night, limiting caffeine. Small adjustments can create surprisingly large improvements. Never underestimate the power of a good night's sleep. Mistake 4, letting your social world shrink too much. Now this one is quieter, but incredibly important. Connection is protective for the brain, for emotional health, even for longevity. Now, it's completely natural for social circles to evolve. And many people become more selective with age, but isolation, that's different. A short conversation, a weekly coffee, a walking partner. These aren't small things. They are powerful health behaviors. And independence doesn't mean doing life alone. Mistake 5, avoiding strength training. Now, if there was a single anti-aging tool, strength training would be high on the list. And no, this doesn't mean becoming a gym enthusiast. It means challenging your muscles enough to keep them. Because after 60, muscle loss speeds up if we don't use it. I mean, strength is what allows you to carry the groceries in, climb those stairs, get up off the floor, and travel confidently. Think of it as future-proofing your life. Start light, progress slowly, but start. Now, I once met a woman in her 70s who began strength training for the very first time. And her goal wasn't to look different. She said, I just never want to be the person who has to ask someone else to lift my suitcase. And that's what this is really all about, capability. Mistake number 6, assuming brain decline is inevitable. The brain is far more adaptable than we once believed. It thrives on challenge, learning something new, problem solving, reading, meaningful conversation. Even novelty helps. Taking a different walking route can stimulate the brain. The biggest mistake, believing decline is unavoidable, because your brain is listening to the expectations that you set for it. Expect engagement, not retreat. Mistake 7, waiting for motivation. Now, this might be the most common trap of all. People wait until they feel like it. But motivation is unreliable. So what works better? Routine and identity. Becoming the kind of person who goes for a walk, who prepares the meal, who shows up anyway. And you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent enough that your future self quietly thanks you. Now, here's the encouraging truth. Aging well is really about dramatic reinvention. More often, it's the result of small decisions made daily. So if you recognize one of these mistakes, good. Awareness creates choice, and choice creates change. Now let me ask you, which of these do you think has the biggest impact on how we age? Tell me in the comments. I read every one. And if this video helped you to see your health a little differently, consider sharing it with someone you care about. Because staying strong, mobile, and independent makes every decade that follows a little brighter. Thanks for being here. I'm Robbie from Living Life on the Lockyer, Life After 60. And remember, old age is a privilege not given to all. So stay curious, stay safe, and be kind to one another. And I think you'll enjoy this one next.